Nintendo has bought out the Canadian studio Next Level Games. You would know them from Luigi's Mansion, which came out now 2 years ago. And then historically, Super Mario Strikers. They've made a whole bunch of other titles. Punch Out on Wii. You put Metroid Prime Federation Force. I feel like that's just trying to trigger me.
No, but it's a significant game they made for Nintendo, so
Yeah, maybe not in a good way.
Significant. Well, the thing is significant in different ways.
True. Yeah, and it marks an interesting stage in video games in general. Like you have seen a lot of consolidation recently with the bigger publishers, and now with the platform holders actually acquiring studios. I guess the question is, do you guys think that Nintendo will go down that path of trying to acquire more studios, or is this something specific to them?
Well, they've been very selective in the past. Like they haven't made many acquisitions.
Yeah.
As like you think Nintendo, they've been around such a long time and in the video game space for so long, they haven't acquired that many studios. What's interesting is a lot of studios they work with that kind of still remain second party. So I don't know much, but is Intelligence Systems? They're not completely owned by them, are they?
No, and well, like I'm almost certain about that.
I'm just looking it up now,
And
which
then
is
also-
weird to me because, like, if Nintendo would have purchased anything, like Intelligence Systems would have been to me the first company that they would have bought. But
Oh, well, I think the number one would have been the Pokemon company.
well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't want to get into that because there's a lot going on there. But yeah, Intelligence Systems I don't think it's. Yeah, they're independent from Nintendo, but they essentially make some of Nintendo's best games. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's a funny thing. It's same as Next Level Games. They have probably spent like very much the last 10 years, but even the last 20 years, or 15 years, sorry, building a lot of Nintendo games. They do build other games, and they have done other games for other platforms, but yeah, they've got a unique relationship with Nintendo. And I certainly think, because I don't think you've played Luigi's Mansion 3, either of you.
No.
That
I wanted
game,
to. I haven't yet.
yeah, I played a little bit of it because I got it for Christmas. That game looks insane. Like actually right now today, I would say it's the best looking game on the Switch. And you look at videos of it and it's like, oh, yeah, it looks great. But when you play it, it just looks amazing. Like what they've done with essentially like an Android tablet is what the Switch is freaking crazy. So, and just the reverence and it feels like a Nintendo game. You know, I've said this previously with other games that have come out, even quote unquote from Nintendo or like published by Nintendo, like Hyrule Warriors, where it doesn't feel like a Nintendo game. Next Level games, they already feel like Nintendo games to me. Like Super Mario Strikers, I didn't realize that wasn't Nintendo. So, yeah, and I would love if they went back to I love sports arcade games, obviously. I'm trying to make one. So Super Mario Strikers, like having a third game in that series would be really awesome. And I feel like it would make a lot of sense for the Switch personally. So
Man, I'm just looking at the list of games the Intelligence Systems have worked on. Like a lot of this is collaborative with like R&D and EAD and the internal studios, but man, like just everything. Like we talked about Paper Mario before.
yeah,
It's
Fire
all
Emblem,
Yeah, Fire Emblem, Advance Wars,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
paneled upon. Like that's crazy. How have they not been just bought by Nintendo?
Yeah,
At this
bought
point,
already. Yeah.
At this point, you're just like, we essentially own you by law at this point.
I think that's got a lot to do with the relationship because it's Japanese business practices and culture, right?
It's crazy.
And that's just a very unique thing in Japan that you wouldn't see in the West. Although I would say the relationship that Blue Point, I don't know if you guys know Blue Point. I'm sure you do. Yeah. So Blue Point and Sony, they seem to have a really unique relationship because Sony does not own Blue Point.
Yeah, it's weird.
And to me, it's like if I was Xbox, I'd almost as a counterplay think about buying Blue Point. Although this is the interesting, this is what I love about strategy. If you're Microsoft, why would you buy Blue Point? Because you've built a system that easily plays things backwards compatible, whereas Sony hasn't. So they need a company like Blue Point to go back into the PS3 archive, back in the PS2 archive, PS1 archive, and then bring them into PS4.
While I think it is,
five.
there's definitely a comparison to be made. Like Bluepoint have made games for Xbox. Intelligent Systems has not made a game for a non-Nintendo platform.
Oh, I don't think is that true? I don't think that's true.
Sorry, except if you're not counting mobile, I'm looking at the list. There's nothing that's not a Nintendo platform in the whole list. So it's just mobile.
Oh, okay. I thought I'm actually thinking of the Pokemon Company.
Like things like Game Freak and stuff. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Game Freak and
all the time. But no, it's just
right.
but it's still a similar. There is a comparison we've made, definitely. But
yeah, that is pretty nuts when I look at it. It's like literally because how long they've been around. So since 83. That's just crazy. That's crazy. All right, well let's jump into a really beefy story.